Instagram U-turns on TikTok style revamp. Let's talk about this. Instagram says it's pausing a rollout of new features on its app following backlash online from users, influencers, and celebrities. The display and feeds were criticized as people felt they were not seeing photos from friends and family as much. Now, I'm sure we've all noticed how Instagram has dramatically changed over the past little bit, but one of the finer details of that I noticed was that Instagram's suggested video content just was not as good as the suggested video content that TikTok would be giving me. And that all comes down to the back end in their algorithm and how they're analyzing you. And it seems as though these guys have noticed this. One thing to note here is that they're not completely ditching the idea. They just want to take a step back and they're regrouping. But what does this mean for real estate agents and your marketing strategy? Honestly, I've seen a few things like this come and go, and there's always this initial huge reaction from the marketing community being like, everything's changing, da 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 da. Ultimately, at the end of the day, the same thing always rings true regardless of the algorithm changes. And you'll hear me talk about this a lot. And that's how much value you're bringing through your content and how much consistency you have in that. If you get those two things right, that's always going to be the foundation of your success with online marketing. But I am interested to see what it turns out to be more in the short term. Perhaps it may be that more of your actual followers will see more of your content and less randoms, which isn't a bad thing, honestly. I don't think this means that the TikTok style content is leaving. TikTok's obviously going to continue to grow as an app. As you can see here, the TikTok app has now been downloaded more than 3 billion times around the world. But ultimately, this is the world that we live in. There's always going to be little changes here and there, and we've got to adapt to those changes. But like I said, if you're just focused on bringing value and you're consistent in that, you can build whatever you want on top of that, whether it's entertainment, charisma, good looks, whatever you've got to bring on top of that is a bonus, but bring those things and you'll be fine.